More stores closing, more jobs lost, more inflation, more higher prices, more ways that they are crippling the middle class and wiping out savings and paychecks and credit card available limits left and right, with families being forced into heavy high interest debt and backed into corners of poverty, homelessness, and despair. So this is yet another urgent message warning you to tell your family to prepare for the wipeout that is coming. And those who just sit by and wait and watch it happen are most vulnerable and most at risk. The southeastern United States diesel fuel shortage crisis driving up the cost of everything along the East Coast. Mansfield Energy is delaying fuel shipments and issuing notices. Fuel rationing possible. Truck drivers panic and parked because they can't afford to take the loss of hauling freight from the low profit margins on deliveries and loads being eaten up by high-priced diesel fuel. As supply limitations and increased demand drive up prices higher and higher. Here, take a look at this. This is a Love's truck stop in Alabama. I've never seen so many trucks parked. Global conflicts between Russia and Ukraine making farming and food in general more expensive than it already is. Bad blood between the U.S. and the Biden administration, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and OPEC manipulating fuel supply levels, reserves, and bringing huge price increases with them. And the possibility of severe empty shelves and shortages tied to the looming threat of a pending railroad workers union strike. FedEx on the verge of shutting down ground freight altogether, and interest rate hikes by Jerome Powell and the Fed making borrowing too expensive for most and potentially bringing the automotive industry and housing market to their knees. I mean, there's going to be extreme economic pullback when a new diesel truck costs as much as a house payment. And people are going to start tightening their belts on what they choose to spend their hard-earned money on, thanks to Bear. Oh, and at least 1.2 million jobs lost is the goal, remember? So I believe the words were softening in the economy, and there will be some pain felt by families and businesses. And with the coming midterm election and simultaneous blood moon lunar eclipse, if these aren't signs to prepare now, then I don't know what is. So we all know that the retail industry has faced incredible volatility over the past few years. And with financial challenges born from the COVID pandemic and rising inflation, companies have been forced to analyze their costs and cut locations across the country, taking away jobs and paychecks with every swing of the axe. And so now is possibly the best time for me to share with you that if you want to protect your income, take control of your income, and start producing multiple streams of income and ultimately passive income, and want to talk to me directly about it on a personal one-on-one live call, just comment down below and let me know. What financial improvements could you make in your life if you could bring in an extra $25 a day, another $500 a week, or how about even $10,000 a month? If you haven't already paid off your credit card debt and began growing your passive income streams and investing in emergency backups, cash, gold, silver, and other hedges against inflation and the deflating dollar, then what are you really waiting for? And if you desperately want to and don't know how, then take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented right in front of you. It is possible. Trust me, I know. And I've worked with people over the years and currently now that are making it happen too. Some who thought before that it wasn't possible until I showed them the numbers and I showed them how it can be done, and then they actually did it and are blown away. With a common statement that echoes throughout of, I wish I did this sooner. Nobody ever told me that. And I am so happy I did this for me and my family. Take the steps, folks. Trust me, you can do it and you won't be disappointed. All right. So we all know that the retail industry has faced incredible volatility over the past few years. And with financial challenges born from the COVID pandemic and rising inflation, companies have been forced to analyze their costs and cut locations across the country, taking away jobs and paychecks with every swing of the axe. Now, popular chains like Bed Bath & Beyond, CVS, and Best Buy have all closed stores in the U.S. this year alone. And even popular dollar store or five-quarter chains are preparing to shut down stores and wipe out jobs too. And other low-price budget options for lower-income families and communities are on their way out now as well. Yep, Dollar General and Family Dollar are making plans to begin closing locations beginning in less than 30 days. These retailers are continuing to face significant challenges with consumer spending during these increased periods of what seems to be never-ending inflation. All the while, shoppers have been making moves to rely now more heavily on discount retailers like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, and other dollar stores, mainly due to rising prices everywhere else, with reports stating that higher income shoppers are now visiting these stores more often too. Senior analyst at Telsey Advisory Group told the New York Times that the consumer is trying to make ends meet, and when you have limited funds in your wallet, the dollar store provides the ability to do that. And speaking of limited funds, changes to PEBT benefits will be affecting several states. Now, I'm going to touch on that a little bit more later in the video. But the challenges of our global economy are forcing permanent closures at locations across the country. So Dollar General recently confirmed that it is closing one of its stores in Indianapolis, Indiana. And a Family Dollar store in Norwalk, Ohio is also shutting down for good. December 3rd will be the official closing date for the Ohio Budget Solution, forcing shoppers to travel further and or find other alternatives. The Family Dollar store released a note to shoppers stating that the closure is due to circumstances beyond their control, and that basically the landlord of the store's building forced them out, and the eviction will allow the owner of the property to use the space for its own business, possibly a similar shopping competitor, but with likely higher prices, placing further unnecessary stress on the shoppers and the folks in these communities that rely on these budget bargain shopping retailers. So meanwhile, on the other hand, Dollar General has chosen to shut down their store opposed to experiencing circumstances beyond their control. A corporate official for the Dollar General store said that the store closing decision was after careful consideration by the company. It's money. Bottom line. Perhaps there are several reasons for this decision, with crime being one of the primary driving forces. And according to a press release, the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department records indicate that the soon-to-be shuttered Dollar General store had reported at least 99 robberies and or thefts in the past 5 years. So crime and violence is forcing families to pay more for food, groceries, water, cleaning supplies, products, and basic necessities. Ain't that a damn shame? So some people have even said that they are afraid to visit the store, particularly at night, because of the history of robberies that have been happening. And people feel like it's just not safe anymore. And now you can see why these retailers are pushing strongly for online ordering and virtual people-less locations. The brick and mortar stores and shopping experiences of the past are evolving, and the people that will suffer the most are folks that used to rely on these businesses for jobs, employment, and steady paychecks, and perhaps even employee discounts, as well as the families in these communities, especially those who may not have the means to place orders online, the technology, internet connections, or even simply the physical address for the orders to be delivered to. While it should be a strong consideration that crime and violence won't stop because the stores went away, and I would honestly expect to see it continue, but unfortunately be brought closer to home and on people's doorsteps with light brown boxes of packages waiting to be collected by thugs and criminals and thieves going up, and we see an increase in popularity of front porch theft. And so for the folks out there who qualify and or receive PEBT benefits, I'm going to share a screenshot of some good news that has been announced for the following states. An expected $391 summer PEBT payment release for the month of November includes Arizona, California, Florida, Connecticut, Texas, Colorado, Georgia, and Nebraska. Take a look and see that the states with the single asterisks are the states who have already started sending either PEBT 3.0 or summer PEBT benefits in October. Check and see if you've received yours. And make sure you share this information with friends, family, and loved ones who may qualify so they make sure that they get the assistance that they need as well. And so the states with the double asterisks are showing estimated dates that have not yet been confirmed. Perhaps you can reach out to your local benefits provider and inquire for the exact dates in your state. And also, based on this chart, Connecticut has not yet announced their release dates. Now, I also wanted to answer some questions that I've been receiving a lot more lately about more information on small business opportunities, investments, starting an LLC, side hustle income, and passive income streams, and how we can talk personally and one-on-one about how you can identify these opportunities and get started building your brand and beginning to secure you and your family's financial future. So if you want to schedule a time to talk with me directly, just click the link below. I'm booking 30-minute sessions and we can discuss business, finance, investing, what I'm doing personally to keep my income levels up and increase my personal net worth, as well as the businesses I'm involved with and how I continue to build out my income streams so we see reoccurring direct deposits on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and how anyone else could begin setting themselves up to do the same. I believe that making $700 a day is just a start and just a beginning based on past clients and success stories. But the easiest way to get started is to just make one. That's it. Just make $1 and you can see how it is possible, and then make 2 and then 4 and then 8. And it will grow and snowball to be more and more and more from there. But I find it most effective when we're able to sit down privately and discuss these things comfortably and answer questions in real time that you may have that apply to you and your own personal situation, and how to determine what is the best way for you to start on your path to financial wealth building and business ownership and investment return opportunities. 2022 is going to close out as a very tough year for many. And 2023 is going to start off even more challenging than this year ends. But there's so much promise out there and great new business openings happening that could be the difference in a life-changing financial opportunity for those who are interested. So if you want to get together and discuss this or just chat and catch up, the link is in the description below. And also, for anyone who wants a more in-depth and personal one-on-one session on how to build and grow a successful and very profitable YouTube channel, we can do that too. I recently had a video that performed very well and received over 400,000 views in just a few days that produced some very impressive revenue for my small business. And yes, YouTube is a small business, and I have structured my channels as their own entities for multiple reasons. One main reason being the tax benefits. But like I said before, we can discuss this on a live personal one-on-one session if you want. And my wife's channel, Squirrel Tribe, is performing very well too. And she got started and monetized in just 45 days. So needless to say, I have a pretty good understanding for YouTube content creation and building channels. And I don't mind sharing with you all because I think it is a great opportunity. And I know there are so many people out there that would benefit greatly from the benefits that it can offer. Increased free time, the ability to control your own life and schedule, bring in large revenues, work anywhere, remotely, supplement your income, increase write-offs and other business expenses, the tax benefits, as well as personal brand building and paid sponsorships and affiliates with some really great companies that could produce an extra few dollars in your business bank accounts to even thousands, or in some cases, hundreds of thousands. So guys, if you want to have that chat, I just want to let you know that I'm here for you. And if you like, the link is in the description below. You guys take care, be safe. I'll see you on the next one.